For today's 2 Minutes with KMX, we'll talk about doing budgets specifically for a service firm like a web development firm. So the idea for putting together a budget is to get the right amount of money for the right amount of time put in. So we'll do that based on billing rates. So here I've calculated a billing rate. Now I'm going to go over a typical website project. I'm going to create a new website project from a template that I've created in the past. So I copy over an activity list. And now I go through each of the hours assignments for these basic activities and adjust them for this particular project. So on this project, I anticipate doing a little bit more content integration since it's a Chamber of Commerce website, which will necessitate a little bit more of the meta tag alterations and a few other things here like validating the HTML and CSS. And then also I'm going to add a few more email addresses since there'll be more people for this firm. I update my tags. So this is no longer going to be a template. Instead, it's going to be for a Galt's Gulch client. So I add that tag, and then I modify my project name, and I go ahead and save my new task tree here. I update my filters so that I'm only looking at Galt's Gulch activities here. I refresh my view, and I can see now that I've got my entirely new project tree set up with all of my new hours assignments. So the next step is to actually create a budget from that. So here I go ahead and create a new budget. I name it for the Chamber of Commerce. I said it is not active right now. Until I get the contract, it won't be active. I then add budget items for each of the deliverables or each of the things that I give to the clients. Next, I actually organize the budget where I say for each budget item which activities belong to that budget item. So I select the budget item and then I begin selecting the activities that belong to that budget item. So I go through this process until I've allocated all of the activities. Next, I've still got a zero budget and I want to calculate it based off of the hourly rates times the time that I've got invested in activities beneath. So that's what I'm doing here. You'll notice that it auto-calculates a value for me based on the hours assignments and my billing rates. I then assign a value that's either that or I can round up or down or fudge factors, if you will, to get the numbers where I need them to be. Once I've finalized this process, I've got a complete budget, my amount that I'm going to get the overall as well as each of the individual deliverables, and I can create the contract and give it to the client. Thank you for joining me for 2 Minutes of KMX.